Welcome to Alessia Sistori and Lilly Friedeberg. Welcome.
Welcome. Hi. First of all, thanks for inviting us. We're super excited to be here and a bit nervous, to be honest. But yeah, so let's start here. So yeah, we are BOB or Bob, and I'm Lilly, this is Alessia. And together we run the design studio here in Berlin, in Düsseldorf and in Berlin. We have 2 offices now. We see Bob as a network agency in terms that we love to collaborate with other design studios, like for example the Morphoria Design Collective in Düsseldorf, but also freelancers from all over the world basically. We have one web designer, Elisabeth Bos. She's from the Netherlands, living in Hamburg. We work with her quite often. And then we have in our team one intern, Maria, and she's located in Thessaloniki. So we really love that we have an international team. And then we have one freelance project manager, Vera. So yeah, and we we worked together since 2017. And then in summer 2019, we made it official and founded the company. And yeah, I give you a quick introduction to our portfolio, but you can see this all online on our website. We work in the field of packaging, branding, and illustration, but also sometimes set design and other fields. But this is our most of our projects are in these fields. We work for national and international clients, for big and small brands. In the last year, we focused more and more on sustainable brands and really love to support brands with a sustainable approach. We also created like a little Bob brand, and whenever we have time between projects, we love to play around with our own identity and invite freelancers or interns to be part of it. Now I show you just a few projects really quickly. This, for example, was a collaboration with Morphoria. Packaging. This is also from Düsseldorf, the orange coffee. We can highly recommend it. Yeah, this was, by the way, also collaboration with Bianca Timmermann. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Timmermann. Peace, Bianca. And she's also from Düsseldorf, an interior designer. This was also with Day from Cologne, an agency, and also with Morphoria. So you see, this is what we love to collaborate. Here was a website, branding and packaging project, a bigger one. Here for Flinger Nacht in Düsseldorf. We hope it can take place soon again. Related by Objects, also a really great small and sustainable brand from Düsseldorf. They create jewelry. This was a campaign we did for Klarna. Content creation we did for them, and another packaging project. This is, by the way, a self-initiated project, because sometimes we love to also work on our own ideas and show what client we would love to have. And in this, we also wrote a whole concept how to make juice out of not perfect fruits. Yeah, but you can read more about it on our website and on our Behance. But today we are here a bit for another subject, and we are really honored to be invited for this.
Yeah, thanks again to Lisa for inviting us to talk about the topic matriarchy. When we heard the topic the first time, we thought, okay, it's kind of a strong word, we felt. Because in the classical sense, it means giving all the power and exclusive control to women. And yeah, we feel it's kind of a radical ideology. And even if we think it's good always to provoke and be extreme in order to motivate people to say their opinion and to discuss with each other, we still feel like we are not that much in favor of giving just one group of people the whole power and control. Yeah, it's just not something we are naturally in favor of. So we want to be clear that we are also not against men. We like men. As you could see in our portfolio, we collaborated a lot with studios that have male founders and male graphic designers. So we just think it's important to have people discussing with different points of views, and that the different points of views have like equal importance in the conversation, whatever gender the people may have. So this is why we would like in our talk to focus on matriarchy more as a counterpart of patriarchy, in the sense of gender equality, and really see at which point we are in design right now. And yeah, what is the current situation? What are our personal experiences? And what can we do to make the situation better? And what should we still work on as designers, but maybe also as a society? And yeah, to just before, we want to make clear also that we are no politicians, and we also didn't study like social studies. So we want to focus in this talk exclusively on the small topic design, because this is the area we really know about. And somehow we think also if everybody makes small changes in the area he knows about, maybe we can change altogether as a society. Yeah, and also beforehand, to be clear, since the gender discussion can't be left out in a topic that's named matriarchy, we also want to mention that we do not focus our talk exclusively on women, but on all people who do not identify as cis men.
Yes, and yeah, so what is the current situation? To give you an overview, we have this source from the Jessica Walsh and Walsh website from 2019. The numbers are 2 years old. It was a bit hard for us finding a detailed update, but we have the feeling when we look around in Berlin or in Düsseldorf that it's already increased, and more women come to us and ask us also about how they should found a studio, or yeah, we talk about this also on our Ladies Wine Design meetups. We will talk about this in a minute. So we have the feeling it increased a little bit since then, but still it's crazy numbers for us, like 0.1 of creative agency are woman-owned, and this was from 2019. So 70% of design students are women. We can totally saw this in our time when we're studying in Berlin and Düsseldorf. And then 5 to 11% of creative director positions are held by women. So you see there's like a really big leadership gap. So there needs to be done something. So what is our story? To be honest, for us, we never really questioned the fact of being women running a studio, because we had like we have strong women as mothers. Alessia's mother is a dentist and runs her own what's the word?
Studio?
Dentist studio, I'm sorry. And my mom is also a designer and self-employed since many years. So we never questioned that this is possible. However, we know about their obstacles, and we talked a lot with other women. So, and yeah, we also have to say, we got a lot of positive feedback and encouragement along the way, also of course from men, but then there were also something like, you will never make it, or be careful, that's too risky. That we heard a lot. And then, you're so cute in your job, which first sounds like a compliment, but we felt not taken serious sometimes. And then, you will never make a living out of this, or listening to you was a waste of time. Like all this really, yeah, happened to us a lot. By the way, from men and women. So we came to the question, and we don't know the answer. Would 2 men get the same comments? So we don't know, but this pops up in our mind quite often. So the question we talked a lot about, well, also with other female designers, was what can we do, or what should be worked on? Because we really believe what Alessia said before, it's the small steps what help to bring this subject further. So we heard about this in New York founded initiative, Ladies Wine and Design, and really liked the concept. It's a monthly saloon night hosted by creative women for creative women. And there are chapters all over the world, and now more than 280 cities. And then we got invited by one of the founders, because we have to clarify this, we are not the founders of the Düsseldorf chapter. We joined later on, and we got invited by Emily Wild. She's still in the team, and we met her, and she's super fun and nice, and we liked the concept so much, so we immediately joined. And to explain you a little bit better what Ladies Wine and Design is all about, I want to share 2 quotes, and I will read them. I hope it's not too long. The first is from Jessica Walsh. I'm sure you all know her. She is a little bit of a role model, I would say, to us. She founded her own studio after running a studio with Stefan Sargmeister, and I think she was named partner with 25, and then after she founded with, I think, 28, her own studio and Walsh. So from her words, this initiative was born out of a personal experience I had with sexism in our industry, not only from men, but from other women. I found that sometimes women are unsupportive of one another, possibly because our chances of reaching the top are so much slimmer than for men. And the second quote, Ladies Wine and Design takes an international approach to feminism, recognizing the complicated experience of individuals based on the varying intersections of privilege and oppression. Feminism cannot only champion the equality of white, cisgender, straight women. Feminism must be inclusive of all people, championing equality for everyone, no matter their gender, sexual orientation, race, nationality, age, or ability. Intersectional feminism is imperative as we push for equality for women, non-binary, trans, BIPOC creatives in the creative field. We must adopt an intersectional lens as we battle discrimination in the creative industry. And for this subject we also had a really nice online event last year with a Düsseldorf-based team of Diversify magazine. Please follow them. They are amazing. They do amazing work. And we had the chance to dive in more into this subject because, again, like Alessia said before, we are not expert on intersectional feminism. So for us, it was also a learning we had to do, and it's still a process. And we think it's super important to educate yourself on this. So I will show you a few impressions of the Ladies Wine Design events. This is Jessica Walsh in one of the meetups in New York. So you do get some branding material from the website. So whenever you decide to open a new chapter, you can go on the website and download some materials, and they really played along with a fun branding. This is, you see us in our old studio hosting a small event, and this was for us really special because 2 women from Amsterdam heard about the event and came, because this is an amazing thing about it's really international. So you can join an event when, I don't know, you're in Barcelona and you know about Ladies Wine Design, you can just go and check if there's an event. So hopefully soon again this will all be possible, and I think this is for us just an amazing network opportunity. Then you also have the opportunity to share insights or recommendations on social media platforms, like we did here for FemType, which is an amazing platform to support female type designers. Then there's also the possibility to host really small and cozy events like we did here. I think it was 6 women, and it was a really comfortable and safe space atmosphere. So even if you're like a little bit shy or, I don't know, feel nervous about feedback when you want to, for example, show your work, it's really good then to talk about and push yourself. It was really a good experience for us too. But we also had a bigger event in Manco Workspace and Café here in Düsseldorf. This was amazing. We had like, I think 30 or 40 women and I think 3 speakers, and it was, for example, Katharina Drastos. So it was really nice. Yeah, and I think the overall thing, what really is the core, is diversify the creative industry. This is the goal of Ladies Wine and Design. And we really think this is great. And I think our conclusion is we really experienced that these events worked. It helped to connect women with another, but it's also a great safe space and to encourage and motivate each other. So yeah, for us, we are super happy that we are part of this, and we hope there will be a lot of new events coming the way.
Yeah, from women doing design, we just quickly want to jump over to an example of two men doing design or creating an idea. We chose this example because it was pretty big in the media lately. Maybe you've heard about it. It's two guys who went to television and presented this idea of their invention. It's a pink glove that should help women to get rid of their menstruation products in their opinion, more hygienic way, because they felt like a little bit irritated when they saw tampons in bathroom bins. Yeah, you can imagine from this that the outrage on social media was pretty big, and there was so much criticism, not only by women or menstruating people, but a lot also by other men, because yeah, they felt this was so offensive. And what we learned from this example is that maybe in this specific case, these two cis men didn't at all understand their target group. They didn't know what women would want or need in their lives. And yeah, they were just not the people for the job. And what we learned from this is, as diverse as our society is, with all its shades, as diverse should also be the providers of services like design, because there's always so many different target groups, and there are people who should be able to understand these target groups. We, for example, a lot of the times get the comments by potential clients that they chose us, or that they would like to work with us, not only based on our portfolio, but especially because we are two women, which in the beginning we found super interesting. And we asked the people, like the potential clients, why is that? Like, why would they work with us, especially because we are women? And the answers we got made us think. Like, for example, women tell us a lot, okay, I want to work with somebody who speaks with me on the same level and understands my views and my needs. And what we see here is that apparently sometimes there is still like a lack of equality when different genders talk to each other or collaborate. So this is for sure one thing that we should all talk about and all work on, like as clients, but also as providers of services like design. And the comments that we get from men, like the reasons why they choose to work with women, is often that they say, okay, basically you are my target group. So for example, women in their 30s, like from our demographic group. And we think this is honestly super smart, because on one hand, like to make clear, we don't think that only women can design products for women. But if you are the founder of a company who sells products for women, we think it's super smart to surround yourself with people who understand your target group, and more importantly, also listen to them and to their critique. And yeah, to sum up, we heard so many reasons throughout our way as becoming designers, and we are still hearing them. And also with Ladies Who Are in Design, why women sometimes feel they are not ready to be self-employed, even if this might be their goal. And the reasons we hear for that is they don't feel like, they are insecure about their work. They are unsure to take the risk because they don't know if they will have enough clients to maybe make a living out of this. And what we decided for ourselves, how to approach this whole topic, is that we would love to be able to empower these women and yeah, maybe work as an example, because there is a market for everybody with every gender, and yeah, we should just diversify the industry. So I hope we inspired you too a little bit, and if you have any questions, now is the time.
Yes.